City Hall is a meeting place, and it's good to see that a good bit of people came out today to show their support and to have a good time.
Hip hop is a voice a lot of times for ordinary people and young people especially. So I don't know too much about politics, but I hope that they're listening. I hope that they're seeing what's going on and they can respond.
You can't build a city with a wrecking ball. You can't do it. You can't run a community center on tax cuts.
As far as taking over City Hall over here, first time I ever seen it like that. You know what I'm saying? Mayor can't tell us nothing today. We here.
Got any words on this venue, City Hall?
Well, I don't know much about it, but I know that some sort of government policies get made here, and as far as I'm concerned, this is probably the best use of the space that they've had all year.
It's beautiful. It's a nice way to. I'm glad. I big up to D-Mill. I'm a supporter of D-Mill. I like D-Mill. I think that he wrote a nice little few words in the beginning of the program. Guy comes out. We actually did a fundraiser for D-Mill, to be honest.
I just put out my own album, Escape from the Pigeonhole. So Mayor Miller, he blessed me with a little drop on said album. He did a little snippet for me, so I got nothing but love for Mayor Miller.
We're one vote away from the taxes we need to provide the services that you want. And without your voice, without your effort, you're going to be scrawling angry words on the sides of anonymous walls instead of the positive words that we're seeing today on positive pieces of canvas that are going across the city.
Hip-hop, it's the only way it's going to happen is with some support from here, because you need money behind it. So big up to Tellus as well.
Before you can start picking at other things, they have to examine themselves and examine how the government itself is built. That being said, I don't believe that we're in such a bad environment. I think the city is a pretty good city, and it's, for the most part, run pretty well.
The hip-hop, the rap, the dub, all the stuff that when I was a young kid was only heard on CKLN and now dominates all culture right across the city. Without your voice being heard at City Hall, that voice will go silent as well in this city. We need your help. We're just politicians. We're just your neighbors and friends at the end of the day. But at the start of this fight, on the front lines of this fight are your younger brothers and sisters. And if they want parts, and if they want the services that build a better city, you're going to have to stand up and fight for them. Now is not the time for silence. Now the time is for action.
Really and truly, I don't really have nothing to say to them cats. I don't vote because, you know what I mean, there's no use voting for shit or turd. You know what I'm saying? It's all the same thing in the end of the day. So, you know what I mean? They ain't making no changes, so we just do what we got to do to change ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
This is an excellent example of bourgeois politicians listening to the youth, doing something concrete that came from the youth, from the working class, and I think that this type of initiative needs to be expanded upon. I'm a fourth-year doctoral student at OISE. I'll have a PhD in 6 months, and I'm educated like a lot of those politicians, and they have to realize that in the hood, people are not educated, but they're just, if not more intelligent, and when you see things like ManifesTO, that's where you really see the intelligence of the masses manifest.
Oh, City Hall? Yeah. Well, basically, we try to own the city, and schools have halls. So I ain't got nothing to say about City Hall. All I'm saying is, see that.
Instead of having a breakdown of society, which we are currently experiencing, it would be better to actually invest in the masses and create real concrete alternatives so that the murder rate doesn't keep increasing, so that youth can look at sports, drugs, entertainment, and then they could look at all other alternatives like community economic development, cooperatives, hip-hop cultural stuff, you know what I mean?
Message for the politicians. Why Daniel's new CD? DJ Law presents The Art of Lyricism, Daniel's finest, 30 of your favorite songs ever. And then maybe I'll vote for you.
Yeah, yo, where was Mayor Miller?
Last man would probably show up, but where's Miller at? You know what I'm saying?
I should have saw him in the front row.